welcome to Wait, for Real?
A true crime and paranormal podcast. I'm Grace.
And I'm Katie.
And we're back.
Yep.
Hopefully with better audio.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I figured out what happened. Yeah, it's not having you pop up, but whatever. So I can't see you, just so you know.
I can see myself and that's all that matters. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, good. So yeah, I don't know what happened last week, other than at one point I had readjusted my computer, and I think when I unplugged the mic and plugged it back in, it never re-registered that the mic was there.
Yeah, that sounds
So it
about
just
right.
said like no mic, so it was just picking up on on my computer audio. If you recognize that I sounded like I was a million miles away.
I literally had to take my audio and put it down to 1% compared to what
Yeah.
yours was.
Yeah, I mean, I did that for the video too because I was like, this is
Yeah.
insane. I was at first I was like, I don't even know if we can use this, but then I was like, no, it'll be fine. It's just it'd be what it be.
Nothing is more humbling than my friends sending me Snapchats of them watching us on their TVs. And I'm like, actually, no. Thanks, though.
You're like, who is that?
I'm like, ooh, we don't talk about her, actually.
That's right. Okay, I feel weird just like not seeing you, so I will probably read off the notes on my phone. But so if you see me looking
I'm
down,
surprised it's not letting you,
I think it's
make me
because,
mini.
but it did before, but I think it was because I was in like an internet browser before, and when I go to the notes app, it won't do
I'm
it. I
saying
wonder.
even if you minimize the
I
internet browser.
tried that. I tried that, and it won't. Let me see. I was like, I guess I could. Hold on. I was like, there. See,
Let me
now I
see.
went to a new tab and I see you. I can just copy my notes and put them in
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
a
guess you
Google
go to a new
Doc.
tab and then
Yeah.
technical difficulties.
Shocking. I mean, while I'm doing this, I did want to talk about two things. One, we forgot to mention last week that we just passed our podcast anniversary.
We're old.
That's right. I think it's been 3 years now, right?
Yeah,
For some reason, I thought it was four, but
ooh,
I don't
maybe
think
it
that.
is.
No,
No,
I don't. No, I don't think so. Feels like four,
feels like forever.
but we would be nowhere without you guys. Actually, yeah. I mean, we wouldn't be as far without you guys. I do think that we may have continued doing it even if nobody was listening, just for fun,
Just for vibes.
just for vibes. But so thank you guys for being here so that we don't have that, that moment where we're just talking to ourselves. And
Yeah. What was the other thing you had to say?
the other thing was I wanted to talk about Annabelle. This bitch is always coming back up in the news.
I hate her.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was my phone. I threw it.
She's a mess.
I am. I wanted to read because I was like, I need to figure out more about this tour. Basically, Annabelle is on tour, and if you don't know
Annabelle's that creepy doll.
yes, I was like, if you don't know who I'm talking about Annabelle the doll. We've done an episode on her. She's the subject in the Conjuring movies. Ed and Lorraine Warren. She belongs to their occult museum. So, the Devil on the Run tour is a chilling experience that brings the tales of famed ghost hunters Ed and Lorraine Warren investigations to life. This tour offers a chance to delve deep into some of the darkest aspects of paranormal activity, including the entities and haunted objects the Warrens encountered during their decades long career. One of the tour's key highlights is the infamous Annabelle doll, which, despite its seemingly innocent appearance, has been the cause of numerous terrifying incidents. The doll has reportedly brought misfortune, injury, and even death to those who have interacted with it improperly. The Devil on the Run tour takes participants to some of the most haunted places in America, and as part of its special events, it will feature locations like the Haunted Historic Soldiers Orphanage Homestead in Gettysburg, where the spirits of the past still linger. The Stop Along the Devils on the Run tour will feature not just the Annabelle doll, but a couple of other haunted relics from the Warrens Occult Museum. Listen, don't fuck with occult artifacts, okay? If you guys go on this tour, be respectful. Don't risk it.
I'm not going anywhere near that doll.
No, me either. And even when so the video was them, Annabelle being transported into the West Virginia penitentiary. So it's not open anymore. It's a haunted location. But the case that she's in, even that was completely covered. Like they're not even, you can't
I
even look
saw,
at her.
yeah, so the only video I saw is it's like they're in a van driving and there's a guy sprinkling holy water
Oh my
on
God.
the box. And I was like, no, thanks though.
Yeah, no thanks. That's
Yeah,
so
hard
scary.
pass.
I
Oh no,
texted
you
Grace.
froze.
Oh, shoot.
Well, we'll see how it turns out.
Okay. Well, you've frozen every time we've recorded, and it's never manifested in the videos.
Or does it?
Or does it? Let us know. Because we don't watch them. No, just kidding. I obviously watch them. Okay. I texted Grace and I said that I scared myself on accident by researching today's episode. So
I
today
know,
we'll,
I'm ready.
yeah, I'm going to also show you, I'm talking to Grace, you, Grace, the pictures on my phone. And then I'm going to do my best to edit in the pictures on the video since I have days to edit today, not just one night.
Listen, we're fighting for our lives, guys. I'm sorry.
We really are. And I will be covering 5 haunted paintings.
Haunted paintings.
Yes.
Let me guess. One of them is that creepy boy painting you have.
No, that's so funny. The little boy blue, that is not haunted.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tiny antique painting. It's an antique frame with little boy
Pancake, I love
blue
you
in
so
it.
much, but no, we're not doing this today.
He's
No.
already he's already fucking shit up.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. With little boy blue, which is not a haunted painting, but it scares Grace. She thinks it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could always just like text you these pictures instead. Maybe easier.
No, fuck it. Show it on the
Okay.
camera. Let's make it weird.
Okay. So this is the first one. This is called the Stagecraft. The Stagecraft, or the Haunted Stagecoach painting, was painted in 1994 in Sierra Vista, Arizona, by a woman only known as Laura P. It is a 16 by 20-inch oil painting reproduced from a photograph taken in Tombstone, Arizona by photographer James Kidd.
Tombstone, Arizona?
Yes,
Talk about a place to fucking live.
I know. The painting's focus is a covered wagon, similar to what was used in the American West during the 19th century, specifically thought to be a Concord coach, which was used to provide tours of Tombstone, Arizona to guests in current day, so in the 1990s. I don't know if you notice anything else in the picture, but if you look slightly left of the stagecoach, there is a ghostly man who has no head.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you want me to show you again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Was that on purpose?
So, no, but we'll kind of get into what it is. I mean, the painting is, she's copying the photograph, so that is in the photograph. Now, witnesses will report that the painting consistently becomes crooked. So if it's when it was bought and like hung, which is like fucking mood. I think the picture behind me is crooked right
I
now.
literally was like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
But they say despite writing it right away, that it will immediately become crooked again. An office in which the painting was hung reported that appointments and meeting records would be moved around and listed in the wrong spot. Remember, this is in the 1990s. We're talking about like paper appointments, not on like Outlook. Documents and papers would also routinely go missing. A garage that housed the painting suddenly began to experience roofing issues, a consistent leak in the same area despite repairs over and over, and the leak didn't stop until the painting was removed. There are other things such as a fractured glass, like someone was drinking out of a glass of water and it fractured and little pieces of glass got in it and they didn't notice until they went to take a sip of it.
Oh no.
Um, Paintings that are on the same wall will be flung off of that wall and they'll say like 6 to 7 feet.
Jesus.
Yes. And there is consistent knocking that they don't know where it's coming from. And in one occurrence, a ghostly apparition did appear near the painting.
Excuse me. Can we burn it?
Well, the painting, as of 2017, resides with the painter Laura P. So it's not out for the public anymore. And the explanation for the headless man is either A, it's a ghost, or B, it was a double exposure. Nobody knows, but the photograph is often referred to as a ghost photo.
So, Laura, my girl, get rid of it.
Yeah. You know, You just have to remember that they say that objects aren't haunted, people are. So wouldn't it, and you should know, Grace. You should know. It would just transfer right onto you. That ghost will
I
carry on.
know. I just hate the idea of like a painting flying off the wall.
Oh my gosh, no, I would hate
Nope.
it.
That's like Paranormal Activity. That movie
Yes.
scared me for years.
Did it really?
Oh yeah, I was traumatized.
I did not know that.
I'm afraid of the dark.
That I did know.
Yeah.
And that's also fair.
And I'm very afraid of woods
Okay,
and
everybody
boats.
should have a healthy fear of woods. The boats thing, concerning, considering. But um yeah, everybody should have a healthy fear of the woods, at least when it's dark.
And during the day.
I know, but some people like hiking and stuff, so
Can't relate.
yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the Anguished Man. Now, this one's a little more complicated. This one is easily the scariest looking painting.
Okay. I'm ready. Nope.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yep.
Mm-mm. No, no, no.
Well, little is known of the painting's origin, but that it got into the possession of a woman in 1985 who lived in northern England. After she passed, the painting went to her grandson, Sean Robinson, and he learned from his grandmother, who kept the painting in the attic, by the way, because she thought it was evil,
Yeah.
that the artist had used, like, mixed his own blood into the painting. And then shortly after finishing the painting, he completed suicide. Almost immediately upon receiving the painting, Sean and his family began to experience hauntings, and they would hear moans and cries coming from the painting, as well as a dark figure that would appear staring at them before disappearing. The photo allegedly is moved on its own, and this is caught on video. I did send a video to Grace. I'm going to make her watch it right now. It's 2 minutes long, and it is of the painting and some occurrences that happened over an 8 hour period. It's just 2 minutes. So,
Should we like superimpose it into this? I don't know if you could do that.
okay, come on. I'm going to do my best, but I can't even do photos yet. Can you give me a minute?
Hello, I've just set the picture of the Anguished Man back up in the top bedroom. I'm going to record it for approximately 8 hours and see if we can catch some of the activity on video. I'll just give you a quick look at the painting first, close up. As you can see, some of the paint is starting to crack. It's still on its original wooden frame. Some of the canvas seems to be coming off at the bottom there and here. But apart from that, I think it's in reasonable condition considering its age. So I'm going to set up the recording equipment and leave it for approximately 8 hours, and I'll leave the light on.
I
Now,
hate it here.
yeah, there's also another clip in someone else's YouTube video where it's literally the picture and you can hear like moaning from it, but I couldn't find it. So, also the painting itself, the pictures that we post on Instagram, it's like the exposure is turned up or something. The painting itself is very dark. It's not like that
Yeah.
orange-ish color. Very creepy painting. Um,
So who owns it right now?
Sean Robinson, the same grandson.
And he just lets it do its thing?
Yeah, he has several videos. That video I sent you is from the Anguished Man YouTube. So it's like there's like 10 videos going back 14 years.
Again, have we ever thought about just burning it?
Yeah. Um, who
Oh, actually,
knows?
I don't know what would happen. That actually might be bad.
I know.
Okay.
We'll talk about burning photos later. We just aren't there yet,
I'm the
Grace.
type of person that's going to have freaking nightmares of that door closing now.
I'm so sorry.
She's not sorry.
I'm not sorry. We'll both have nightmares, okay? All right, this one's the least scary one, okay? So at least
Okay.
I did back to back. And this is the Love Letters replica.
Okay, hold on. Creepy.
She's like, I don't know about that. Might be the creepiest one. It has a child. So the Love Letters replica is a replica of the original, also titled Love Letters. This seems, I think you guys can figure that out. But
Redundant, but yeah.
yes. And the original was done by Charles Trevor Garland and the replica was painted by Richard King. The painting shows a little girl with a bouquet of flowers in one hand and a love letter in the other. It hangs in the Driscoll Hotel, which is located in Austin, Texas. And the story goes that in April of 1887, 4-year-old Samantha Houston, daughter of Senator Temple Leah Houston, was playing with a ball near the grand staircase. Tragically, she trips and falls, dies. And the girl in the painting is not her, but looks similar to her. So it's thought that her spirit now inhabits that photo.
Okay.
Guests and workers at the hotel say that they get nauseous when they look at the photo, or that her facial expressions will change, almost like she's trying to speak to them.
Nope.
Her eyes seem to be watching them. Some people report a strange sensation of being lifted off their feet.
This is the type of painting that I would picture in the Haunted Mansion
Yes.
ride at Disney World. Or
Yes,
the movie.
100%. And like
the eyes are like going like this.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. Or like one of the ones that stretches in the Haunted Mansion ride, if anybody has done that. I don't know if I know they redid it, I think. So I don't know if it still has the stretching.
Oh, no, it does.
Okay.
If they take that out, what's the point?
Yeah, I used to be so afraid of that room. The first room that they put you in, like, which was so on brand for me. I would be so scared. And like also like so
It's a scary ride.
it is scary. So if you haven't been on the Haunted Mansion ride, you
In
go
Disney
into
World, mind
in
you.
Disney World, yes. You go into this room. It's like a hexagonal shape, and on the wall are different paintings, and the room stretches upward, lengthening the painting, showing like a scarier part of the painting underneath. Scarier. It's not actually that scary. The scariest part is that there's a thunderstorm, and when you look up, there's a hanging man.
Is it a man?
Yeah, it's a hanging person. Someone is,
Yeah.
and that always terrified me.
I'm surprised they even could keep that.
I can't believe that they did. Also,
I mean, that's show business, baby.
That ride is allegedly haunted.
Yeah.
We need to do a whole episode on Haunted Disney.
Ooh. Okay, I'm down.
Yes. Okay, moving on. This is the most well-known painting, and this is The Crying Boy.
Sounds like the boy in blue to me.
She's convinced, everybody.
Ew. What? Why would we take a picture? Why would we paint a picture of a kid crying?
So that was just par for the course for this painter, whose name was Giovanni Bragolin. He did a series depicting crying children, or in this case, a crying boy. His eyes are like welled up with tears if you haven't seen the painting before. And this painting, for some reason, was mass produced, and it sold 50,000 copies in the UK alone. In 1985, a well-known tabloid by the name of The Sun published an article
Yeah.
called Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy. It detailed the experience of May and Ron Hall, whose home in Rotherham had burned down. The cause of the fire was a chip pan that overheated and burst into flames, destroying almost everything on the ground floor except for the painting.
Oh no, I knew you were going to say that.
The Halls claimed that it wasn't the chip pan that started the fire, but the crying boy himself. The Halls claimed... Oh, that was the same sentence.
Say it again, I'm ready. No,
Sorry. All right, everybody prepare. So the Sun soon publishes a series of articles reporting on this strange phenomenon. A home in Surrey had burned down 6 months after the owners had purchased the crying boy. A pizza restaurant in Norfolk was destroyed by the fire, leaving only a copy of the painting, The Crying Boy.
I hate that.
And a woman in the Isle of Wight had unsuccessfully attempted to burn her copy of The Crying Boy. Not only was she unsuccessful, but she was plagued with an attempt of misfortunes basically after that. So,
Are you done explaining it?
no, I have one more thing. So,
Okay, go.
Many people question what led to what essentially was a curse, right? Because it's not like a painting that's traveling from place to place causing misfortune. This is just a mass-produced painting that is causing what people are saying is causing fires. Some think that the subject was killed in a fire, and this may shed some light onto it. Maybe it was a publicity stunt, who knows. On Halloween 1985, the Sun collected hundreds of copies of the paintings and set them on fire.
Did they burn?
Yeah.
Honestly, fucking... If I had money and power, I'd do the same shit.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
So, okay. Can I give you a hot take for a second about this?
Yes, tell me.
It's going to be controversial, my friends. Shocker.
Okay.
Nobody's
shocked. Tell us.
This reminds me of like, okay, so during like really bad, hurricanes or tornadoes or things where these people's houses are completely destroyed, and they'll be like, but it's okay, my Bible survived, and that's the only thing that survived. And I'm like, babe, the house is still fucking gone.
Yeah.
Like, that Bible is not, like, I don't know what to tell you, but like, that's not saving your house.
Mm-mm. No, I think that this is just a case of
there's a term.
It's not confirmation bias, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, almost like that, where it's like, oh, well, look at all these things. You're looking for it, so you see it.
Yeah, I bet that painting is one of them.
Because I haven't heard of any hauntings since then. So maybe the Sun took care of it. You know what I mean? They sacrificed enough of the paintings.
I hope so.
And,
Can you imagine?
On them.
Like, we go to like Hobby Lobby or something, and we see the painting there.
I saw it on Etsy.
How much was it?
Like $12. It's like the kind that you like print,
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's my Etsy shop, is actually you just buy haunted paintings.
Remember there's like haunted dolls that are sold on Etsy?
I know, and I fucking hate it.
We should do a whole episode on that.
I'm not, wait,
I should
we're not buying them.
No, but I wonder if I could contact a seller and be like, get on this podcast.
Be like, you keep that doll juju back at your house, ma'am.
100%. Yeah, we don't want any dolls.
No. Sorry,
Okay.
Did you have another one?
Yes, I just have one more.
All right, I'm ready.
This is called The Hands Resist Him by William Stoneham. And it was painted in 1972. I forgot that I'm supposed to show you the painting.
I was like, bitch, I want to see.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Wait. Is the kid's eyes black?
So the boy is a child and the girl is a doll.
Okay. Nope.
Yep.
But okay.
The picture depicts a young boy stood next to a lifelike doll with a downturned mouth. Behind him is a glass door, and on several of the window panes are children's hands.
Wait, show me again.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's hard when you're like not like right next to each other.
No.
Yeah, very creepy.
No. Send it back.
This one's very creepy. So, according to reports, art critic Henry Seldes and actor John Marley both died within a year of coming into contact with the painting in 1984. So we're going to circle back to that in a minute. John Marley had bought the painting, and after his death, the painting disappeared until 2000, when it resurfaces on eBay. The new owners were looking to sell it ASAP as they claimed that it was haunted. Allegedly, in the middle of the night, the subjects in the painting, aka the boy and the doll, or the boy and the girl, would fight, terrifying their 4-year-old daughter. The sellers also claimed that they had motion detected cameras that caught the boy in the painting physically leaving the frame and stepping into the room. Chills.
No, this is like The Ring.
And in the listing, they had pictures to like back up their claims. This is 2000,
Shut
okay?
up.
Remember, not 2020. So
Oh, God.
the painting was viewed over 300,000 times, the eBay listing, I mean. And people reported just looking at it made them feel ill. The painting did sell after 30 days for $1,050, which is equivalent to $1,950 today. Now,
That's a steal.
a few things to note. The first is the deaths that are allegedly linked to the painting. So the first was Henry Seldes, which was the art critic in 1978, not 1984. The art critic who wrote a review of Stoneham's work at his debut art show in 1974. According to authorities at the time, they believe that Henry Seldes had committed suicide after being found dead in his apartment. The next is Charles Feingarten, the man who contracted Stoneham's work and whose gallery served as the location for the art show. He passed in 1981. Lastly, the first owner was actor John Marley, who died in 1984 after having open heart surgery. However, he did sell the painting before his death. Where's the painting now? The winning bidder of eBay's haunted painting was gallery owner Kim Smith. The painting presently resides in the back room of Smith's Perception Fine Art Gallery in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
It's in the back room?
Yep. Its current resting place is the result of a request from Smith's sons, who didn't want to keep the most haunted painting in the world in their family home.
Yeah.
Smith has only publicly shown the haunted painting 6 times. Though he has yet to experience anything supernatural, he has received many prayers and quotes from scriptures from a man of faith. Advice as to how to cleanse the residents of evil from a Native American shaman in Mississippi, as well as reports of people being repulsed, made physically ill, or suffering from blackout and mind control experiences. Smith has no plans to sell the painting despite receiving a low 6-figure offer recently. Quote, nothing has ever been to the point where I would consider serious, he said. It's kind of got its own mystique that's growing here.
Your poor kids. Like, the kids don't want it. Get rid of it.
Well, the last thing that I will say is that the artist came out after this whole thing in 2000 and said that this painting is actually not supposed to be creepy at all, but rather a manifestation of his adoption experience. And it was supposed to be just about like his adoption. So
Well, guess what? Still fucking creepy.
Yes. Well, it led to another painting in the series called The Hands That Made Him. And then it would later result in 2 more paintings in the series. However, the artist doesn't think that the painting is haunted.
There's creepy hands on the window.
Yeah.
And that's not supposed to be creepy?
No. I mean, it might just be inherently creepy, but it's not because it's like set on something creepy.
Nope. Hard pass. Keep that one at home. Thanks, though. If you had to pick one of them to have in your house, which one is it?
The Love Letter replica.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the easiest one to have.
It's like the least like physical hauntings. You know, nothing's being thrown around.
The most scary one to me is the one with the door.
The Anguished Man. That one is the scariest.
Hell no.
It's also just a horrifying painting. Like the ugh.
Maybe I should start painting stuff and saying it's haunted and sell it on eBay.
Yeah, just make sure we remove this episode where you clearly say that.
First of all, I can't paint for shit.
That doesn't matter. It's all about how you sell it.
I think I'm the haunted person.
Yeah.
It's me.
It is you. You are very haunted.
I am, and I hate it. I hate it here. Oh, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm. There's more haunted paintings, but I just wanted to keep it to 5 this week.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Oh, I hate the fact that I had to watch that video, though. And guess what, guys? You have to watch it too.
That's right. We'll link it in our Instagram, and I will
It's gonna
try
be
to
right here.
superimpose it. Oh my god!
Wait, I want to. It's like you superimpose it. It's like this.
It's like on your hand. Okay, what do I get if I superimpose it? Do I get a prize?
Do you superimpose it, or do you like say like go watch the video here, and then you like have it hover, and it links to the video?
That's true. Well, what if I just insert it?
If you're maybe, I'm just telling everyone, if you're listening to the episode on Spotify and not watching us, sorry, we are bananas.
Yeah, that's true.
We're talking
That's
about
true.
spacing of
You can't see our hands.
video
We're
on
literally-
YouTube,
yeah.
but we're using our hands.
That's true.
Yeah.
We've been just audio only for so long, and now we're video that we forgot our roots.
We really did. Oh my gosh, this is a cool episode. I like it. Kudos,
I'm
Katie.
so glad.
Kudos.
Thank you. Just wanted to switch it up. Didn't mean to scare
Yes.
myself on accident. I'm so glad. I was like, I'm so glad we record during the day because I'd be so
Same.
scared.
Same. Ugh, I could not do that one at night, especially that video. I'm gonna send it to people though and see if they get
You
scared.
should. You should.
Because I'm a dick. Anyways,
I love videos like that.
nope.
Yes.
You liked Paranormal Activity, didn't you?
Yeah, I loved Paranormal Activity. I like found footage horror films or like haunting
I just got chills
horror films.
thinking about it. Fuck yeah.
The only thing about Paranormal Activity is it's like jumpy, like startling. I don't like that.
Yeah. Hell no. Jeez. Okay. Well, we're gonna end this while we're ahead. You know.
I love
If
that.
you made it this far, thank you guys so much for listening. We really
Yes.
appreciate it. If you have stories to tell or you want to get in contact with us, a couple different things. One, if you are listening on like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, there's going to be a link that says send us a text. You could do that. You can send us an email. Our email is waitforrealpod@gmail.com. That's where Katie checks out the emails from our listeners. And we also have social media. So if you're looking for us on Instagram, it's @waitforrealpod, POD. And if you can try to find our personal accounts, go for it. Why not? You know, can't be that hard. Also, if you like what you had to hear today, please give us a review. Stars, stars, stars. Only 5 though. If you give us below 5, I don't want to be your friend.
That's right.
And if you want to help support us in any way, mostly just dealing with our chaos, you can do it by buying us a cup of coffee. And there's a link in our notes. Do you have it on the YouTube notes as well?
What?
The link for buying a coffee?
Usually, yes. I don't know if
Okay.
I did it last week. Last
Who
time I
knows?
just copied everything from what you did and then like had to like redo it because you can't like, link the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Is there anything else I am forgetting for this week?
No, but I always
Trying to
ask for stories, and I don't know if
We got a few.
yeah, but I'm lumping Grace into this too. If you have any LGBTQIA plus stories, specifically haunting stories, we'd love to feature some for Pride Month, which is in just a few weeks.
It is indeed.
Send us an email, preferably, or a text over Instagram because I don't check it. Do you?
Instagram? Yeah.
Okay, she checks it. You can do Instagram too.
Oh god, I hit something behind
You
me.
did. It was the picture.
Scared the shit out of me. I'm so jumpy now. Okay, well, we will end it as we always do.
Go to therapy.
And don't forget to leave the lights on.